is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Six 45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarachi and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The President assured to implement the decision to promote organic fertilizer despite any challenges. The farmers' insurance cover, which was stopped during the good governance regime, will be made available again. Kapuduwa interchange of Southern Expressway will be declared open by the Prime Minister today. A total of 2.78 million people have received a first dose of COVID-19 vaccine and over 1 million have received the second dose so far. Stern action will be taken against the police officers who violate discipline. The World Health Organization appreciates the Health Ministry for the measures taken to eradicate COVID-19 in Sri Lanka. In news from overseas, the WHO warns Europe risks new COVID wave. Sports, England beat Sri Lanka again in the second one-day international at the Oval to clinch the series. Local news in detail. District farmer representatives have requested President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to continue with the decision taken to make it compulsory to use organic fertilizer. Farmer representatives said it is their duty to provide food without toxins to the people. They were speaking yesterday at the district representative meeting of National Farmer Federations. The President said at the meeting that the farmer insurance cover, which was stopped during the regime of the Good Governance government, would be made available from now on. The decision to make it compulsory to use organic fertilizer was not taken suddenly. It is honouring a pledge given in the Vistas of Prosperity policy statement. The President said that certain elements are trying to disrupt the process. The President assured to implement the decision despite any challenges. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Mahindananda Alutgamge said that government has paid its attention on increasing the farmers' pension. He said 105 new paddy stores will be built. Kapuduwa interchange of the Southern Expressway will be declared open by the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa today. The government has spent 445 million rupees for this development project. The inauguration ceremony will take place at the Temple Trees at 9:30 this morning. Peradeniya underpass to ease traffic congestion in the Colombo-Kandy Road will also be opened today. The epidemiology unit of the Health Ministry says 1,883 new COVID-19 cases were reported yesterday. Among the new cases reported, 1,815 are from the New Year cluster and 68 are foreign arrivals currently in quarantine. According to the epidemiology unit report, a total of 260,972 COVID-19 cases have been reported and 30,055 infected patients are being treated at hospitals, while 227,840 patients have fully recovered and been discharged from hospitals. So far, a total of 2,789,537 people have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine and 1,077,086 have received the second dose. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Sri Lanka Insurance, like a father, like a mother.
Minister Sarath Veerasekara has instructed IGP C.D. Wickramaratne to take stern action against the police officers who violate discipline and are engaged in illegal activities. The ministry has implemented a program to monitor the duties of police officers at present. The High Commission of India invites applications from eligible Sri Lankan students seeking admission to undergraduate courses under the self-financing scheme for the academic year 2021-2022. The interested candidates are requested to fill up the application form available at the Education Wing of the High Commission of India, Colombo 3, on any working day between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on production of GCE O-Level and A-Level certificates of Sri Lanka issued by the Department of Examinations, or London O-Level and A-Level certificates and the birth certificate. Last date of receipt of completed application forms with all necessary documents at the Indian High Commission is the 6th of August 2021. That ends local news. Main news story follows.
The largest bonus declared in the history of the Sri Lankan insurance industry. Sri Lanka Insurance Grand Bonus. An unmatchable bonus of 8.6 billion rupees only for Sri Lanka Insurance life policy holders from the nation's largest insurer. Call 0112 357 357 for more details. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
The new World Health Organization resident representative in Sri Lanka, Dr. Alaka Singh, called on Minister of Health Pavitra Wanyarachi at the Ministry of Health yesterday. Minister of Health Pavitra Wanyarachi said that the support extended by the WHO to Sri Lanka in the fight against COVID-19 is highly appreciated. She said Sri Lanka would like to thank the WHO for giving priority to Sri Lanka through the COVAX project, especially in the vaccination program. Dr. Alaka Singh said that the WHO highly appreciates the initiative taken by the Ministry of Health to eradicate COVID-19 in Sri Lanka. Therefore, Dr. Singh said she is committed to provide all necessary assistance for the eradication of COVID-19 as Sri Lanka's representative. That was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
In Watchlight this morning, Bathala Ara Farmers Organisation says that the spread of aquatic plants in the Bathala Ara tank has rendered it unusable. As a result, farmers and fishermen have become destitute. Aquatic plants have covered the entire tank in 2 years. Farmers in the area said that although the authorities had been notified about the matter on several occasions, no action has been taken to remove the plants. That came to you in Watchlight. And moving on to a bulletin of world news, in the headlines, the WHO warns Europe risks new COVID wave. William and Harry unite to unveil Diana's statue at the Kensington Palace. Wally Funk, 82, to join Jeff Bezos' space flight. World news in detail. COVID-19 infections have risen by 10% in a week in Europe after 2 months in decline, and the risk of a new wave of cases is growing, says the World Health Organization. Regional Director Hank Kluge said the risk had been heightened by sluggish vaccine rollouts, new variants, and increased social mixing. There was also a danger that Euro 2020 could act as a super spreader. Hundreds of fans returning from London and St. Petersburg have tested positive. The Dukes of Cambridge and Sussex have united to unveil a statue of Diana, Princess of Wales, saying, "Every day we wish she was still with us." William and Harry came together for a ceremony in Kensington Palace redesigned sunken garden on what would have been their mother's 60th birthday. It was their first appearance together since the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral in April. They said they hoped the statue would be seen forever as a symbol of her life and her legacy, and thanked all those around the world who keep their mother's memory alive. An 82-year-old woman who has spent 6 decades trying to reach space will join Jeff Bezos on their first human flight by his space company later this month. Wally Funk, who underwent training in the 1960s, will become the oldest person ever to fly to space. Mr. Bezos has invited Mr. Funk as an honored guest and shared a video on Instagram of him telling her the news. She will join the Amazon founder, his brother Mark, and a mystery person who paid $28 million at an auction for a seat. Back to the headlines of the world news. The WHO warns Europe risks new COVID wave. William and Harry unite to unveil Diana's statue at the Kensington Palace. Wally Funk, 82, to join Jeff Bezos' space flight. That ends world news, and onto a bulletin of development news. A police station for Nooriya Daraniyagala was opened by the State Minister Kanaka Herath recently. Basnagala, Polgaswatta, Pandaha, Kirihena, Nilvala and Dodawatta Grama Nilladhari divisions come under the new Nooriya police station. The duties of the Nooriya area were carried out by the Daraniyagala police earlier, and a police post was set up in the area in 2014. That was a development news, and on to sports news. It's cricket. England comfortably beat Sri Lanka again in the second one-day international at the Oval to clinch the series with a game to spare. Sam Curran took 5 for 48, his first 5-wicket haul for England as the hosts restricted Sri Lanka to 241 for 9 from 50 overs. Curran took 3 wickets in his first 2 overs, and at 21 for 4, Sri Lanka were in danger of being dismissed before many of the 14,000-strong Oval crowd had taken their seats. Dhananjaya De Silva rescued the hosts with a runner ball 91, but England still cruised to their target with 7 overs and 8 wickets to spare on a flat pitch. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The All Ceylon Bakery Owners Association has decided not to increase the price of any bakery product if there is no hike in the price of wheat flour. The decision was reached during a meeting held between the State Minister Lasantha Alagiyawanna and the office bearers of the association, including its chairman and the secretary. According to a statement issued by the State Minister's media unit, one leading company has not increased the price of wheat flour. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
In economic news, Sri Lanka Handicrafts Board Chairman Lakmal Wickramarachchi said expanding the sales of locally manufactured traditional items such as batiks, handloom, local apparel products, pottery, wood carvings, gem and jewellery, brassware, leather products, ceramic and related items to foreign customers through Laksala Gift and Souvenir Emporium could help village craftsmen to swell their income to a greater extent. That came to you in economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Met Department says showers will occur at times in the western, Sabaragamuwa, northwestern and southern provinces and in the Kandy and Nuwara districts. Fairly heavy showers, about 75 millimeters, can be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa and southern provinces and in the Nuwara district. Showers or thundershowers may occur at a few places in the Uwa and eastern provinces in the evening or at night. That was the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To end this news broadcast, back to the headlines. The President assured to implement the decision to promote organic fertilizer despite any challenges. The farmers' insurance cover, which was stopped during the good governance regime, will be made available again. Kapuduwa interchange of a Southern Expressway will be declared open by the Prime Minister today. A total of 2.78 million people have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine and over 1 million have received the second dose so far. Stern action will be taken against the police officers who violate discipline. The World Health Organization appreciates the Health Ministry for the measures taken to eradicate COVID-19 in Sri Lanka. In news from overseas, the WHO warns Europe risks new COVID wave. Sports, it's cricket. England beat Sri Lanka again in the second one-day international at the Oval to clinch the series. With that, we end this news broadcast.